turn that off. The mic is live.
All right.
And there we are.
Are we live?
We
Are we live? Oh my God. I just this second finished my third show of the day. I did 3 hypnosis shows today. I think that was really fun. Ryan and I worked our little tails off today. But I just walked in the door. I haven't had a chance
so now
to
we're
brush
gonna make
my
you
hair or
we're gonna
anything.
make you work more.
I know, but this is the fun part. I love it. But it's so cool. You're going to see behind us the window. You can see the
Click
State
to
Fair,
4, Ryan.
West Virginia behind us. There is the that's called the cinnamon bun line cam. There are the best cinnamon buns in the world here. People literally wait in that line for how many hours? My girlfriend waited for 2 hours today. 2 hours.
Oh, I don't understand it. In fact, I asked a guy a little while ago.
I
said,
it.
"What?" I said, "What's up with this?" He says, "Oh, we do this every year." I said, how long do you wait every year?" He goes, "Like an hour," and I'm like, "Wow, you must think pretty highly of these buns."
Well, his father started that, and people don't realize that you can make crazy good money doing, if you get a niche like they have, the homemade cinnamon buns. They're, what's that one? Is it that Auntie Anne's or whatever it is?
Would you hand me my drink when you get a second?
Cinnabon, that's what it is. I really.
Well, I
probably shouldn't say the name, but here it is.
Well,
it kicks butt on.
Well, cinnamon rolls.
But they're this big, and they're so good. I mean that. There's like a stick
fresh.
Of butter in every.
Yeah, I'm sure. They're fresh.
No, but people wait in line for hours and hours. I think they should get another truck actually, and just sell what do you call it? Have people that just want 1 or 2, because a lot of people buy 10, 12, 15, 20 and freeze them. That's how good they are, and then they have like 1 a month.
So this is the 100-year anniversary of the fair.
It is. This is my 11th year here.
Hit it, and he's going to cue up a clip.
It's 100 years, this fair. I'm so
And she's
honored
been
to be
playing here every one of them.
I feel 100 right now. That's true.
Now, speaking of 100, just to tease the next thing, my dad's birthday is tomorrow,
Eddie.
and he would have been 98.
Holy
so
cow.
He could have played this fair for 98 straight years.
Do you want to know something? He could have lived to be 98. My great aunt lived to be 106, and she was with it to the end, but she was living independently till like 102, and she lived in Delaware. And I asked her, "What do you attribute this long, incredible life?" And she said, "I tried to eliminate stress from my life." As she had been married, and her husband was incredibly stressful, so she fired him. And had a great life.
He pass away?
No, she got a divorce.
Fired.
Because you know what? If people are taking away from your joy, then that is not good for your health.
Better to fire them for those reasons than have them steal all of your money, and then you have to fire them.
No, that's a bummer to have to fire somebody for that reason. That's for sure.
Well, so what we're going to do, we're going to run a clip just for fun, so you guys can see.
Oh, the 100th anniversary clip.
We have their clip. Yeah. This is from the fair. So go ahead and switch over to that, and we will take a look at their clip.
As a shorthorn show, and during that time, most farmers enjoyed the sport of harness racing. So, between the shorthorn cattle and the harness racing, the group of farmers decided to start a fair. There were several families in the area, the Tuckboys, the Wilsons, and Arbuckles, and so they built this racetrack. After the World War II, the state made it a state fair of West Virginia. In the early days of fairs, and some of the pictures we have, everybody came in a suit and a tie, which has changed. Today, if somebody shows up in a suit and tie, it's kind of odd. You look for things to attract people. At one time, they had what they call the Hoochie Cooch show, which women came in and danced and things like that. You don't see that anymore.
It takes on a whole new meaning.
It's based on agricultural education and the 4-H and FFA programs that involve, kids showing pigs, horses, cattle, sheep, goats. Still today is a very popular part of our fair. You know, this is like in the 30s and 40s. When they came to the fair, they packed a lunch. You know, people still pack a lunch, but most people, you know, enjoy the food.
Walk away,
and, you know, it's like the carnival. Originally, the Ferris wheel was the biggest ride. Now, the Wild Mouse is probably the biggest ride. And so the rides have gotten bigger and different. We've been real fortunate to have Johnny Cash, Garth Brooks was there, George Jones. George Jones was, they called him No Show George. And, you know, he had a little bit of a drinking problem, but he had about 3,000 people anytime we had it. You know, you ask people why they come to the fair, and one of the main reasons is the food, maybe the carnival, and also seeing the livestock and all. And I think it's, you know, it's sense of community. I mean, I think people enjoy seeing their neighbors and friends.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm loving this, and here's the truth. Linda Weger is here. She's one of our Fisher fam that watches the show, who I've become friends with. I actually, you know, really love her and her sister, and they both came in from Pittsburgh. They live near Pittsburgh. It's quite a drive, actually. 5-6 hour drive.
Where are they? Out in line?
They're in line for the cinnamon buns. They came to my last.
Can you see them right now? Have them wave.
You know, I don't know if we can see them right now. I'll tell you right now. No, I think they've made it a little further, but they're watching the show from the line. How great is that?
Well,
they're watching the show from the line. And then we also had the Lashmitts here today, so all of you will probably recognize that name, Amy Lashmitt. And her husband came, and they drove all the way from North Carolina. And, you know, it's such an honor when people come a long way just to be with us or to watch the show, or, you know, it's such a feel-good experience for them, for me. And, you know, and I'm so grateful to all of you who make such a long journey just to come see the show, come see us. It's been kind of nice because you're with me and people love seeing you too, you know, so that's great.
I am with you.
You are with me.
In more ways than one.
You got my lunch today, which was really nice of you. The 3-show day is a
I did the
challenge.
dishes.
Did you?
I did, and yep. And,
well, you mean you did the cups, because I don't think I left any dishes.
Oh, no, there was other dishes in there. And
well,
I did, yesterday I did the laundry.
You know what? He said that he was enjoying being a house husband, and I said,
yep.
I can't see it. But, you know, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. So you can see the people behind us, and it's very crowded today, and in a really good way. What I love about this fair is that it's built for crowds, and there's so much to see and do here. And I don't know if you guys saw the video of me and the sea lion last night. I've fallen madly in love. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. I am so crazy about those sea lions. I wish I had bought it.
But it's not just the fair. This town, the video we posted the other night of you playing in the Civil War Cemetery has gotten 11,000 views or something. So people were intrigued by that. And in fact, I actually was I had a problem with my guitar, so I went into town and I was in search of an old time.
Oh, I remember you were looking for that.
Well, I figured in a small sort of, you know, that you had to be.
This is a very artsy town too. A lot of musicians.
Yeah, but
artists.
You know, when you do the Google and the map search, this does not come up. It required some very deep diving to find this guy there's a full-blown guitar shop that builds guitars, but it's not listed. Cannot find it, worth nothing. But I did. So we actually made a little video for you. So if you're interested in seeing me.
I have not seen this.
I'm on it. No, you haven't. I'm on a little outing here. There we go.
Okay.
We are here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Dan Freeman at Freeman Guitar Works.
In Lewisberg,
West Virginia.
So he's, this is what the problem was. We were slipping the sixth string was slipping.
Something pretty simple of just a loose screw on there. But
that's what they usually say about me.
Find out here
They complain about that loose screw. And of course, I've come out fairly early, so I brought my espresso with me so I could stay entertained. But he's going to check it out. So we're going to come back to you. He works in a whole artist little guitar community here, where they have a whole workshop. It's pretty cool. So if you need something fixed, where do they go?
232 North Lee Street Studios, Building F.
There you go. And see.
I couldn't find any advertisements for it, but it's just a free stage all week. Because you always want to. Because then you.
Oh, that looks like a nice. That looks like a nice old one.
Yeah, I refinished the top on this. It had unfortunately there's some blemishes in there, but I did what I could do.
Is that an older guitar?
It's somewhere in the 60s. I can't trace down the serial number to an exact date, but I think it's 65.
Now, I have a friend of mine who is an expert on this stuff, Fred Wallachy, Westwood Music.
Yeah.
They had the first Martin guitar dealership in LA. I bet he could. I
think this one was pieced together from guitars.
Interesting.
Nothing in this seems. It's obviously like a jumbo.
Well, this is what you were
Southern
saying.
Jumbo.
It didn't have its original stickers and stuff. But you did a good job on that.
There's no stickers in here. The serial number, I think it goes back to 65.
So the neck, maybe,
but
right?
But this doesn't make sense to me. I can't fit. I haven't the body.
Yeah, these colors are a little. Well, that's.
It's still Gibson. I just can't figure out.
Yeah, the details.
And I'm gonna spend time instead fixing it instead of trying to figure out what year it is.
Yeah, who cares if it plays nice?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will see you at the fair.
Okay.
All right, man.
Have a good day.
All right. Take care. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I'm supposed to go see him. Check out this. So look at this old aging lumber. See, that's the kind of wood when you make a guitar, you have to have very aged wood. But look at this wood shop. Yes, this is a wood shop, not your typical cheesy kind of shop you'd see there. You see all the wood type working equipment in there.
You see, this is what
old school craftsman. Look at the big. You see those molds there? Those are for. So my guitar has some technical problems. So we're in this really cool little alleyway behind a school where this guy repairs and builds guitars, and they teach, I think, instrument repair work. And you see, this was the old school. This used to be a school, but they've converted it into semi-retail space. You see, there's actually a cafe up there. So no longer the high school in town. They've changed it. But he sold me a little gig bag, and he fixed my guitar. Yeah, I'm going to do some further work on it. Turns out it's a fairly decent guitar. So we're going to do some further work on that guitar next week. I'm going to hand it off to him again, but it's back to playable condition. That's what matters. So as you can see, it was kind of tucked behind the school. So not like you're going to walk in off the street and find this place. But the guy obviously knows his stuff. Did a good job real quick on that guitar. And he's going to fix my little split that I have next week. Okay, so as you can see, ridiculous. Like, first of all, there's no listing for this thing anywhere. Then it's up some little alley to the side of an old school that's no longer a school. I mean, and they don't advertise. So how do you ever find this? I did, but it required like some bouncing around.
So it's a word of mouth.
Yeah, and so I got this guitar. So back to our collectible side of Todd.
Yes.
At an auction, and so I watch auctions for a lot of things. So I have a broad base of information that I know things about, not just Hollywood stuff. So I watch, and so there's a local auction that was going, and this guitar came up, and I could just see by the picture. I'm not familiar with this brand even, but I could tell by the craftsmanship and the pictures it was a good guitar. So I looked it up real fast as the auction was going on, and I saw that it was quite expensive, and I was able to buy it for 10 cents on the dollar. So this is now a high-end RV guitar. But sitting at home, I have other guitars. As you know, I collect more serious guitars, like the one you're about to see on number 7. There's Seth back in my mom's room with her guitar.
Oh my gosh, Seth Cam, how you doing?
And look, he's surrounded by
I'm good. I'm
pictures.
just sitting here learning my chords.
There you go.
How'd your show go last night?
Oh, it went really, really well. I only fell on the stage once on purpose.
Nice.
Okay, that's good. He's
You
always
did your shtick.
his back always hurts, and I'm like, boy, you need to stop falling down on that stage.
Ah,
By
I'll
30
do it while I'm young.
Yes, exactly. You must be tired today, huh? What you got in your hand there?
Well, I've got Debbie's guitar. Speaking of of a show, this was her guitar that she used not only in Vegas, but also from, if you recall, the Singing Nun when she sings Dominique.
And other things. In fact, she
And
gave
other
that name.
things.
Remember that guitar actually had a name. Didn't she give it a name? Or is that
She
Julie
does,
Andrews?
and I can't remember
I
it.
think
Oh
that's
gosh.
Julie Andrews. I hate to mix
I
up my mother.
actually don't remember her giving the guitar a name, so that might have
I
been.
think she did give it a name.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Carrie
So-
named
No.
everything.
Oh, so show that picture behind you there of me with that same guitar. So I
Yeah.
didn't even own a guitar the first time we performed. And by the time Carrie and I did her show, I was probably 8, 9 years old. That's at the Desert Inn. There I am playing that same guitar. So that became my first guitar.
Which,
Ah.
Todd, that was 50, I think. Wait, I'm going to do this math right. 51 years ago, this last week, that this picture was taken.
And it doesn't feel a day longer than 45 or so. Not no longer than 45. I mean, maybe a little longer, but certainly not 51. Yeah, as I say. Anyway, so what the moral of the story here is you never know what you're going to find. And there are things that have been collected all over the country and people haven't stashed in their houses, their barns, their garages. And you never know what it is. It could be a movie related thing. I have found many movie props way across the country that somebody obviously bought, drug across the country. Yep. They passed away. It ends up in a garage. The kids don't know what it is. So you just don't know what you're going to find. In this case, it was just a bargain. I wanted a good guitar that I didn't mind throwing around inside of the RV. But when you get into other collectibles, you just never know. And so it's a good thing to sort of know what things cost. And I have this weird memory of what things are worth and cost. And of course, today you can jump on your phone or your internet and look it up.
That's true. But I remember before all that, and we would go to auctions. Like we love to go to little country
like
auctions.
The ones at the barn.
The
and
little barn auctions, because you just find such treasures there. And for not a lot of money.
You got your honey badger there.
I got after I saw the honey badger video on YouTube, that was like my favorite. Remember that, Ryan? The honey badger.
Honey badger doesn't give an S, right?
The honey badger doesn't give an S. That's exactly right. So we go to a country auction, and there is a honey badger stuffed, like it's old, God knows how long. And I'm like, honey badger, I had to have it. I actually overpaid for that honey badger.
Well, but see, now there's
because I wanted it and somebody else wanted it.
But that's actually also, so here there was an auction yesterday, and I went to the little auction
here at the fair.
The state puts on little auctions from unclaimed property or seized property, and they auction. They're going to have one. They had another one today, but there was nothing I cared about. But they had two little really cute purses there.
Yep, you got them.
I did. They were made of. Would you like me to get them?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to do show and tell.
Because
I bought 2 items.
But what always amazes me about you, besides everything else that amazes me about you, is how you know what everything is and what it's worth, without even going to look it up anywhere. You always knew that, and it's like, how do you have so much stuff in your head? And what do you say to that? Oh, you have no idea, you would say.
So check this out.
Now they need to be, polished up.
Well, this is coin silver, and as you can see from that, you can see.
So is that pure silver?
Oh yeah, this is pure silver, and you can see how really beautifully engraved it's engraved. This was a, Victorian era. If you look inside, it says it's made in Germany. So, but it's
what
molded.
year would that be from, or decade?
I'd say this is Victorian era.
Well, what is that?
Like turn of the century, into the 19th.
So that little coin bag has been for 100 years, no more. Turn of the century. It's
like 18.
I'd
say late 1800s.
Really? And the fact that it hasn't been, scattered somewhere.
Well, it was scattered. And think about it. It had to end up in the reclaimed auction in West Virginia.
Beautiful.
And then the other one that I got is this little purse. Again, this one's engraved in a funny little way. This is also silver, But look at this. This is like, you see that little hinge?
Oh, this is beautiful.
And it has a slot.
What
So,
is that for a credit card?
well,
They didn't
I
have
don't
credit
think it was
cards back
made
then.
for business cards, but it actually works for credit cards.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I thought you would want this.
Does that have a chain on it?
It
Am I
does.
seeing?
Yeah, see, it's got a little. This is also made out of like coin silver.
Look how ladies in the late 1800s carried their fine things.
Well, I'm not sure business cards. What it actually has initials on this.
Is that solid silver too?
It is. This one actually says sterling on it, but
I should get my ghost meter out and see what it says about these purses.
anyway, the point is, no matter where you are,
Yes.
I love watching wherever I go for local auctions. Now, in this case, this one was 100 feet away. I
Yeah.
couldn't not go to the auction 100 feet away, but there is in Ohio. There's a ton of auctions, a very big state for estate auctions. But there's all sorts of things besides entertainment stuff. And by the way, I have found entertainment stuff in obscure auctions all over the country where you would never expect there to be one. Like, for example, I forgot what state I was in. I was like, maybe, who knows, Texas, let's say. And I found a old gun that was a Hollywood prop gun that had been converted, been used in probably 100 movies just as an extras gun. But it was a
Yeah.
real gun that would fire an old cartridge. But it made it look like a flintlock gun, but it fired a blank cartridge because they didn't want to load black powder. It's dangerous. So what they did is they had converted these cartridge style 45-70 guns that held that cartridge, and they made them look like flintlock. Well, that's a tall order to do that. So this is a lot of work to make one of these, and they made them because they didn't want the black powder out around the actors. So they very rare to find one of these. So I found one literally at a gun auction, and they were like, "Oh, what's this piece of junk?" No one knew what it was. No one cared.
And at that point, when you're at an auction, just for everybody, because if you ever get a chance and you're driving around and you see a country barn auction, you have to go, because we've also gotten some amazing things for no money at those.
Many
and,
things.
And collectibles, like remember when we bought a gold coin because nobody thought it was real gold, and it was in like this collection. And Todd looks at me and he goes, "This is real." And I said, "How do you know?" And he goes, "I just know."
Yeah.
And so we bought it for like nothing. We went right to
Well,
a jewelry store.
here's the best. Here's the
It
best.
was real.
Here's the best one.
It was an ounce of gold.
I went to an auction in like San Bernardino,
Yeah.
and this person was selling some guitars and stuff at this swap meet, outdoor swap meet. And I said, "Oh, do you have any other guitars or anything else?" And they said, "Yeah, I have one guitar, but I don't want to sell it." "Oh, really? What is that?" And when they went over to the car, and he pulled out this beautiful old Martin guitar,
Yeah.
very old. And I said, "Oh, wow, I'd love to buy that, And he said, "Oh, I don't really want to sell this." I said, "Well, what if we did part trade?" He goes, "Because I gotta have a really good guitar to play." I said, "What if I give you a brand new Martin guitar in exchange for this, plus some money?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, that'd be great." So I let him pick out a new Martin guitar, called Fred Wallachy on the phone, and I took a picture of it. This is back before we had what we have now.
Yeah.
And I sent him the picture, and I said, if I were to buy this guy a guitar and give him $500, would that be a good thing? Because I didn't know I knew it was valuable, but I didn't know how valuable. And he goes, "I really can't talk to you about this in good conscience right now." So that was my clearance that I was on the right track. So literally, I drove back to San Bernardino to Westwood Music, got a brand new Martin guitar from Fred Wallachy, went back and got $500 on a Sunday, which isn't always that easy to do, but I had some money because I was prepared. Gave him the $500, took the car. Turns out to be a 1916 herringbone Martin, 00 Martin, very valuable, worth about $30,000.
Oh my God. How much is a Martin guitar?
I paid because Fred gave it to me wholesale, like $1,200.
Yeah.
So I think my total investment was like $1,700. I knew it was going to be several
Do you
thousand.
still have it?
Still, of course.
Where is it? Have I seen it?
Oh yeah,
Is
yeah.
it?
I leave it in a case because it's
I
so
was going
old.
to say.
It's in a case that has a humidor in the case. But no, it's a beautiful old guitar. The one you see out is the Paul Simon Martin guitar.
Okay, so when you and I first started dating, you know, we met each other and boom, we fell in love like immediately. It was instantaneous, as I recall it. Do you recall it that way, or am I making that up?
Oh no,
Okay.
it was like something that if you actually recreated the scene, everybody go, oh, that doesn't happen like that.
I know, and
That
for me
doesn't
too.
happen.
I mean, it was what is happening here? Because I was committed to singledom. So I just remember that you'd go back, and I lived in Vegas, and I wanted you to come live in Vegas, and you did. But you know, when you went home when we first met, we couldn't be without each other. So there was no FaceTime then, and there was no Zoom then. But there was Skype, and we used to Skype sleep together. Mm-hmm. Remember? We'd go to sleep.
That's why I ended up moving to Vegas so quickly, because we couldn't. There was no way to tolerate that.
Exactly. So, and I didn't want to live in California, so it was like, it was perfect. But we used to Skype sleep, we called it, and we'd go to sleep. But you would play your guitar and sing me songs, John Denver songs, and you know, it was pretty incredible. You know, like that. I had no choice but to fall madly in love. I mean, that was really it. I had no choice in the matter.
I knew what I was doing.
You sure did. Oh my God. So,
in fact, I'm going to do a seminar on how to catch a cat. Not this particular cat, but any cat.
But there is a
how to catch your cat.
How to catch your cat, or you know what?
Instead of get your fire back.
You know what?
You'll do that one. I'll do the other one.
Yes, you'll do the men's get your fire back.
Well, no, how to catch the cat.
Yeah, it's so great.
I would have said how to catch the pussy, but some people might take that.
No, I would take that very wrong, because you know it's too much. It's
I know,
hard.
but it used to be okay to say pussy. Now it's somehow not okay to say
What's
pussy.
new, pussycat?
Yeah.
You know what I want to know is, Seth, do you have any videos over there?
We have a great video.
Oh, I'm so
Listen,
ready.
I'm telling you what.
The Seth Cam, and he runs good
Well,
stuff.
no, I mean I could just do it.
You guys have the video.
Yeah, but
Ryan.
We do?
Yeah. Here's what's happening. So I said a few days ago to Seth, look, you know, it's the 100th anniversary of the fair here. Wouldn't it be cool to have Debbie at a fair? But I don't remember seeing any much, you know, out there with that. If there was anything, it was going to be very far and few between. So I put Seth on a task to locate Debbie performing at the fair. Here she is at Mickey Finn's.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I'm going to say this has got to be like the 80s. What do you think the date is of this, Seth?
1982.
Oh, what a good guess on my part. Okay, she is so cute in this. Let's go for it.
He's got the best fingers in town. Life's really worth living when we are. She's not bad either. Why can't I give some to you? I never looked like that. When skies are gray and you say you are blue, I'll send the sunshine through. Oh, I wanna be happy till I make you happy too. Yeah, I wanna be happy, but I won't be happy till you're happy too. Yeah.
Isn't that cute? I love that hairdo too.
I love that hairdo. I love that dress. Look at it. It's a beautiful day. It's outside. This is about performing at Paris. Everyone's so happy to be outside.
Tickle the heartness, honey. You made me love you. Didn't want to do. Didn't want to do. You made me want you all the time. You knew. Yes, you always knew. You made so bad. You made me sigh for. I didn't want to tell you. Ah, that's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Nah, give me what I cry for. You know you got the brand of kisses that I die for. You know you made me love you. That man over there, Rodney, is something wrong with him?
No, he's on full alert right now.
Can you wake him up?
I wasn't asleep. I was daydreaming.
What about him?
I'm in love with you.
Isn't that just like a man to say that and then fall asleep?
Will you sing my favorite song, Tammy? Miss Reynolds.
Which do you want, Tammy or Miss Reynolds? Oh, better sing. I hear Tammy's in love. Yo, goody goose to the dove. Tammy's in love. Does my lover feel what I feel when he comes near? My heart beats so joyfully, you'd think that he could hear. Wish I knew if he knew what I am dreaming of. Tammy's in love.
Oh my God.
Tommy's in love. The old hooty owl, hooty hoos to the dove. Tommy's in love.
How cute is
Shtick.
she? Oh, you know what? She looks so happy.
Well, that's what she loves to do. I mean,
Yeah.
she loved that kind of performing. I
Yes.
mean, not that the out of the box stuff, cutting it up with the band. You know, there's some parameters, but she can go anywhere she wants there. And the people that are on the stage with her, obviously everybody's been sort of warned what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Now the people that were best at that are the traveling people like Joey Singer, people that were with her forever. They were the best at working with the ad lib.
Yeah.
But that was pretty darn good because
Oh,
that's
great.
not like they were touring with her or something. That was just all shtick. But I tell you, her personality there is so on the money. I mean, you're seeing who she is.
Yeah.
There's no pretense. There's no facade or veneer.
No.
That is who she is on and off. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
You feel it, right?
I did, and I remember. I didn't meet your mom until she was like 77, I think, maybe 76, something like that. She was still performing strong at the South Point Hotel, and she was so great because when she was on stage, she was just, ta-da, you know. And then when she would come home and get in bed, her sense of humor was super strong, but it was very slow and subtle. There were so many things I loved about your mom. Your mom's sense of humor, it was very dry. Your mom refused to let anybody talk about anybody in her presence. She did not like when people would backbite somebody else. If you said, well, you know, I don't really want to say anything bad about this person, but, and she would interrupt you and go, but you're going to anyway. And she was serious. She really like was great at calling you out or somebody out if they were behaving in a way that was not what she supported. And so, you know, she was a very good, God, she was just a great woman in
Now,
every way.
you know, you've got a million comments in front
I
of you.
do.
Is there anything worth talking about?
Yes, let me look here. Someone did ask if you have something personalized, does that decrease the value of having it as a collector?
For sure. If you can connect something back to the person. Now, if it's like just like that thing I just showed you that had those initials on there, well, that actually decreases the value because I don't have a clue unless those initials happen to mirror up with somebody I know. You got nothing to go with it. So in some cases, monograms and things devalue things.
I don't think
unless you have a story.
That's maybe what they were talking about. I see. I didn't really get it, but that might be exactly the question. I thought they meant if you put someone's name on it.
It's
like
both ways. No, and that does also devalue it.
Yeah.
My mother frequently used to say to people, now, dear, are you sure you want me to write your name on here? Because they'd have like 5 things in there, and there'd be like some things. She'd be like, hey, I'll sign this to you personally. But don't you think you just want me to sign these other 3 things? She knew that ultimately there's more value there. If you say, you know, like there's a bunch of stuff my mom signed to this guy Russ at the Debbie Reynolds Hotel. Like 100 things are out there. In fact, John Greer had a few of them.
How did we end up with all of Russ's things?
So Russ passed away, gave stuff back to my mother, but also there was stuff that got out, you know, into an auction somewhere, and people got it. I mean, John Greer bought a piece off the internet, like eBay or something, that says to Russ. I know it's the same guy. I guarantee you. The guy was there all the time. And my mother used to say to him, now, dear, you know, you have a lot of stuff. You sure you don't just want something? No, I want everything written into me. And so this guy literally had 100 items. And I'm not exaggerating.
Did he come to the hotel like in
every, you know, the money at the movies,
Yeah.
come to her show all the time, just like what you have here. You have certain people that have come to every show. And but imagine if the guy came to the show and had you get an autograph every time. You'd be like, I gave you 7 autographs last week. And, you know, he wasn't out flipping it for money, though. A lot of people these days have turned into a business. They go and get autographs and they flip them. And this guy kept everything till he died.
Yeah. But, you know, the funny thing is we've sold a lot of the Knight Rider license plates after my shows. We have pictures of me from that show and One Life to Live. And we have the license plate that says Knight on it, right? Ryan, K-N-I-G-H-T. It's the license plate that's on my kit, my car from Knight Rider. And it is a really cool thing. It has, you know, like the 1982 sticker on it. And, you know, that's the year the show started. And every time they bring it to me to get autographed, I always say, if you just let me sign it without putting your name on it, you can take it to an autograph show, get David Hasselhoff's signature, take it and get Rebecca Holden's signature. You could get William Daniels' signature.
There are still people.
And then you've got something really
Well,
valuable,
a guy came up to me today at your audience and wanted me to sign a Star Wars toy.
Oh, I saw that.
And I said, you know, I mean, I'm not sure if this is significant, but he wanted it for his own purposes.
That's right.
Now, had that been like, a Kenner, an early $10,000 action figure, I would have not touched it.
Yeah.
I would have refused to sign it because that would be a disaster.
Yeah.
But you know, having Carrie's brother sign this other thing, it's pretty obscure. But you know, there are people that are interested in that. But obviously, you know, you don't. I said to him, well, I guess it's the next best thing. I am genetically the same as Carrie, other than the chromosome, male-female chromosome, but we have the same exact genes. And you can't say that about any other person on Earth.
No, that's true. I remember when they graduated to heaven, and we were you know, I remember thinking, this is so weird. Other than Uncle Bill, then there's Leslie. You got Rob, your cousins, but it was like everybody just.
But
left
they're
at
not
once.
they're not the same genetic pool. I was just so like this whole big controversy about this young lady who is has good genes and sells American Eagle blue
Yeah.
jeans. I mean, again, the term "you have good genes." I mean, my mother and father's genetics
Yeah.
made up Carrie and I, so we had the same genes. So I'm not trying to sell any pants or anything. I'm just saying we had good genes.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, in fact, if you'd like to buy these pants, I do have 2 pair. These are very nice. These are Adidas pants. I could take them off right now and give them to whoever buys them. Just kidding.
Yeah, you know, nothing
Only
surprises
fans.
me. I'm surprised you haven't done a show in your underwear, man, because that's the one.
I don't mind. I am going to do.
Will go out and you know, I very rarely leave the house when I'm home. I'm such a homebody, and everything we do is at the house. You know, our offices are at the house. All the stuff is at the house. I love having events at the house because it's really truly like walking into our world. You know. So when I do a Get Your Fire Back, and you know, we've decided we're going to do an event instead of doing a cruise next year. We're probably going to do an event in Vegas, and because it'll be so much easier for us to all be together.
We're going to lock you up on the property though, as if you're on a ship.
That's right. We'll put you in cabins
cannot
and we'll lock
disembark.
you up. But I'm excited about that because I think our world is kind of fun. You know, we've built a world for ourselves, and it's kind of fun to be in it. You know, so.
Now,
Seth,
speaking. Wait. Speaking of genes, because we're still on the gene subject, we've spent a lot of time talking about my mother, my sister, or my
Yeah.
sister and I making up. And I do want to take a minute to reflect on Eddie for a second, because we've spent a lot of time kind of slamming Eddie because he did have some obscure behavior, but he also had some unbelievable talent. And I have my absolute favorite film
Aw.
clip of him. And
love
in
that.
tribute to his 98th birthday, I want to play him at the Hollywood Bowl with
Aw.
Louis Armstrong
Louis Armstrong.
doing
love this
the
clip.
birth of the blues.
Oh.
Louis, listen to that music. Doesn't that take you back? Man, that takes me back to my good old hometown there, man. New Orleans, L.A. Yes, sir. That's where that stuff started. Well, how'd they ever get started, Louis? Well, you take cats like Buddy Bolden, Joe Oliver, Bob Johnson, Freddie Kemper, Manny Perez, you know, the old man Moret with that brass band. And they used to swing around that funky boat. Hey, man, are you talking about rips? And you talking about new business. Oh, they took little things of breeze. I found the trees singing sweet. I melodies and baby, that's so. I found voice of the blues. That's right, man. And from a jail came a well.
What year was this?
Of a downhearted friend, and they played that as part of the blues. Sing it, daddy, sing it. From a whippoorwill high on a hill, they took a new note, pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a new note. And then they nursed it, rehearsed it, gave out the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. Mr. Satchmo, you solemnly swear. And the Southland gave birth to the blues.
Live television. Well, so my dad had a show, and this was a component of that show. But that is my absolute
Oh, yeah.
favorite thing I have on my dad. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a lot of cool stuff on him. Don't get me wrong, guys. Amazing. But that is so classic. And
That was before you were born, like well before.
yes, but I was planned.
I don't think you were.
My mother had a plan. By
Oh, that's
this point.
right. Your mom planned it.
Eddie
That's
didn't
right.
have a plan.
No.
Well, he had a plan, but
Yeah,
not quite
it didn't
that
involve
plan.
that.
No, but this was pre-Korean War even.
Yeah. So you, your mom and dad, were they together yet?
No.
Your dad
54.
is adorable there, and Louis Armstrong is adorable.
Oh
there.
my God, he is so unbelievable.
I used to love the Hollywood Bowl when it was there. You know, like the old Hollywood Bowl. I went to see Barry Manilow there I think it was in the 70s. Yeah, it was. It was in the late 70s. I went to see Barry Manilow there, and I was in the second row at that Hollywood Bowl, and it was just magical.
Well, I love to tell the story. My first major event at the Hollywood Bowl was the Beatles, and I had front row seats. I don't know if you caught that picture of the fountain, but the fountain was a buffer between the audience and the front. It was
Right.
also not great seats to obviously sit right up on the stage, so there was a buffer. But I was in the front row, and the girls were freaking out. I'd never seen anything like it, and jumping into the fountains. And the police were dragging them out of the fountains. They were trying to get up on the stage. It was something I'd never. It's ironic, my family seems to be involved in things that provoke the first of things, like Star Wars, people sleeping in sleeping bags and tents on the street. I'd never seen that before, on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
My dad's got people, jumping through the fountains, the Beatles. I mean, it was it's.
So he was like.
He was a
teen
heartthrob.
idol, a
It was a
heartthrob,
heartthrob. Yeah, for sure.
Well, what a shame, because what a talent. And
you hear that
everyone's-
last note?
Oh yeah.
Gave birth to the blues.
Singing for him was effortless.
True.
He never had a voice lesson ever.
Never.
And he just had this natural talent.
Never warmed up.
Never warmed up.
Never vocalized.
Hit unbelievably difficult notes. And your mom, too. And I was noticing her incredible range, in that footage of her singing in San Diego. Yeah.
Well-
I think that was in San Diego, right?
The fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now
Mickey Finn's, you mean?
Mickey Finn's. I think it was in San Diego. Yeah.
Seth,
pretty
do you
sure.
know where that was? Do you know where the Mickey Finn's was?
That was at Magic Mountain in California.
Right.
Magic
Mountain.
Mountain.
It's still a fair
Oh
type
my
of an event.
gosh.
But she actually played other legit fairs. It's just they
Wow.
don't film everything, obviously. So I don't have a record of a lot of these kinds of things. But she would play fairs. She loved fairs.
So I love them too. I spend my summers like this because I want to. I love to. I love the crowds. I love the people. There's something about where we are right now. I was just having to talk about that with somebody out
Where
there.
are we again? Oh,
There's something about Lewisberg that I have a connection to. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
maybe your family has something going on here.
No, they didn't. My family was Delaware. That's where they were. But I just love it. It's a beautiful
So you might be
town.
related to Joe Biden. He's
No.
Delaware. Oh no, he was.
Uh-uh.
Was he from Scranton or something?
He was from Pennsylvania.
Where's he from? Ryan, where's Joe
Scranton.
Biden from? Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Scranton. Yeah. So, but I just really love watching this old footage so much. Hey Seth, let's go to the Seth cam for a second. Oh, I'm sorry, I got you when you just took a big old sip.
That's okay.
Is that
I'm
your
here.
lipstick on that coffee cup, boy?
That's how people know where I'm at all times. They just look for sequins and cosmetics.
Exactly. Why your hair is long? It's grown a lot since I left.
I know. Well, it's now long where it's easier to do than when it was short. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going with it.
How
Not
are-
longer than this.
How are
though.
all my babies?
They're good. It's so funny. I was just listening to them. I heard the geese quacking outside just now.
Geese honk.
Yes, honking. Well, excuse me,
That's
honking.
right. And we have
I'm
the
gonna get a
chickens
call
and-
from the.
and how's my nugget?
He's good. He is good. He was sleeping we slept in today, so that was nice.
So you've been so kind to stay at the house and sleep with Nugget and the cats.
I love to
It's
sleep
not
with-
everybody.
I don't
that
want to
would do
hear
that.
any weird stories about you and Nugget now.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, now you have to be careful. I told my friends, they said, "What do you do when you house sit for Cat and Todd?" I said, "Well, I just sleep with all the peckers and the pussycats." So I get
The pussies and the peckers.
That's what he calls them.
Hey, did we get through all the clips? I just
I think
wanted-
we got through all the
Yeah.
clips we have,
So
right?
so we're now ready to move on.
We are. Yeah, we're ready to. Do you want to give stuff away? I think it's time.
Do
'cause it's
I want to give stuff away?
I want to give.
I'd say
stuff
let's
away.
cancel the giveaways.
No.
Okay, so she says no. All right.
Yeah. And
Like as if there was a chance.
And by the way, if you are near West Virginia before we go to the giveaways, please come see us. It would be so great to meet you. I've met a lot of people on this trip.
You've
And
had
by
some
the
of your
way,
friends.
Angela and Bob Pritchett came to see me at the Ohio State Fair, and Bob just got a new job, and he just reported that he's doing really well. And, I'm so happy for that. And, it's so hard to find good people to work today. When someone told me they can't get a job, I can't believe it. Because let me tell you, being a boss, it's not easy, So if you have any kind of work ethic, it's you should be able to do that. What do we got here? We got a wheel. All right. Click to spin. All right. Hey, Kyle. Is Kyle here?
I'm here.
Oh, yay. I want to see you. Pin yourself.
Oh, he never likes to show himself.
Oh, yes, he
there
does.
he is.
Hi, Kyle. So
Hi, guys.
Make yourself known. All right. So if you are new to the show tonight, you will notice two things. People are...
Is that scene where Johnny Depp is talking to the little man in the box? He's never seen there's a voice in the box he'd never heard of.
What was that? That was Dark Shadows.
Yes, hilarious.
And he saw Karen Carpenter. Remember, if you haven't seen Dark Shadows, the movie, you have
It's
to.
friggin'
It's
funny.
so funny. And
But the way he talks to the guy in the box, he's talking, make yourself known.
make yourself known, man. And then also Karen Carpenter was singing, and he goes, "Tiny songstress." Remember, he called her Tiny Songstress.
Yeah, brilliant little routine.
So if you have not been a part of this until tonight, if you commented in the section tonight where you see all these comments, mine is actually frozen right now. Oh, here it is.
Low battery.
Okay, yeah, because Ryan's been using this all day. You're going to notice two things. Some people donate in that column. You'll see it says so-and-so donated $10, someone donated $2. And what's really great is that those donations are going to be on the second wheel, meaning if you donated last week, you'll be on tonight's super prize wheel, and that's going to be the wheel after this one. Now, if you're on this wheel, it means you commented in the section. And also, everybody who commented is on this wheel. So you don't have to do anything special except to comment to be on this particular wheel. We're going to give away prizes now. I'm going to go ahead and say, Kyle, spin the wheel. Let's see who won. Uh-oh. No wheel is spinning. Hold on. You there, Kyle, or did you freeze?
They're there.
Yep.
Okay. Is the wheel broken?
No, I have a winner on my screen. I think it needs to update on your end.
There you go. Updating. This is the thing. I miss you, Kyle. Can't wait for you to come back.
I think we have, like maybe 10 or so days, 11 days?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun.
So just say the name then if you didn't.
It was Gina Baselli.
Gina Baselli, you are the first winner. We're going to call out the winners first, and then we'll tell you
if it happens to freeze, he can yell out the name.
Yes.
Okay, so what's our next winner?
Next winner, there's Kyle.
I'll try redoing it there.
Okay.
While we're waiting, cut to camera 4. You guys can look at the fair. There's some people still waiting in line for Cinnabons.
You know what? They're looking in here going, what are they doing in there, right? We are having fun with our Fisher fam, as we call each other. It's awesome. Okay.
Back to the wheel.
Back to the wheel. Gina Baselli, there's her name, and then who is number 2? We'll give you what you've won. We'll tell you what you won after we pick the other winners.
Oh, he crashed.
Yeah, he crashed. We're having some technical difficulties. Of course, running the show out of the motorhome is really not easy. I do like it, though. I mean, if we're not going to be on the set, at least we can be in our little tiny home, and I love that. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed being behind the stage, which is where we're parked right now. So we're right behind my stage, and it's so wonderful to be able to kind of just wake up and roll out of bed to a stage and do your show. It's not really like
I
that
could
because it
change
takes
the
me an hour and a half or so to get ready for a show. But if you are around, please come see us. Come see this fair and go see the
Screen's
sea
good.
lions. It's absolutely, they're fantastic.
I'm switching over in this computer.
So they're trying to figure out what's wrong with the wheel.
No, we're back.
It's okay. We're
It's
back.
coming back.
So we're going to spin
So Lori
the wheel again.
Bird is your next winner.
Lori Bird 6380. You are winner number 2, and we're going to go into the third spin. And here we go. And it's spinning. Even if it's skipping, it will land on somebody's name. This is a digital randomizer, so truly it picks the winners. K9 Crush. You are the third winner.
So that's someone who
K9
loves dogs.
Crush. K9 Crush. I love that. Dog lover. I'm just a flat out animal
Make sure you
lover.
contact us with your email.
Oh, please write us at catandtoddlive@gmail.com and make sure we have your address so that we can send you your prizes and we will tell you what that is. And Lisa Bailey, M41 or M4I. Lisa Bailey, M4I. You are the next winner. And I believe, is that it?
Now those winners explain a little
we're
better.
Gonna tell you what you get.
No, not just that. Explain because
I did.
No, because there's new people there. Explain they have to
Okay.
email us so
that's
we
right.
know where
All
to
right.
send it.
So if you won tonight, you have to please email us at catandtoddlive@gmail.com. And we will get your address from your email and send you your prizes, which I'm going to tell you what it is. So those are for the newbies. Everybody else kind of knows the drill. And welcome to the show, by the way. This is going to be great. So what are they going to win? We're going to the Seth Cam.
Oh my goodness. What are they going to win? They have 2 choices of what they can win, either depending if they're a collector. We have the Carrie Fisher. These are really cool. These are limited edition 2007 stamped Star Wars envelopes. These are from Carrie's personal collection
Highly
of these,
collectible.
and they're from May 25th, 2007. It was the issue.
Yeah.
And then that comes with a little headshot of Carrie with a pre-print signature, not a fresh one, from her collection. So you can get that, or if you're not interested in that and you're more interested in the cosmetic side of things, Kat has a fantastic company called Kat Cosmetics, truly plastered on yours. And you can get a $25 gift card to Kat Cosmetics.
Great.
And we're having a sale right now as well.
Well, it hasn't started yet because I haven't had time to post it.
Okay,
But-
well, it hasn't
So tell them to
started yet.
wait for that.
So wait for that because when you get a $25 gift certificate, we're going to have a sale. I think it's going to start on Monday. Yes, it is. And it'll be 30% off everything plus free shipping, which is a big deal. So
Well, that's ridiculous.
well, it's
I'm
just
canceling that.
Oh no, you hear him?
Ryan, come on.
Yeah,
Huh.
30% off.
How do you
Free
do that?
shipping.
That's ridiculous.
And
I've never gotten a deal like
I will
that
tell
anywhere.
you now, I have been on a tear lately in the last, I don't know if you know this, Seth, but I have been on a tear going, trying other people's stuff. And I am amazed at how little I can wear because I'm allergic to everything. I hate that part. I really do, but I can't do it. Plus, I find it just doesn't do for me what our stuff does. And I just love what we offer. It is just absolutely incredible. It makes your skin look so beautiful. I don't know how long I've had this makeup on, since early this morning. And I've been outside. It's been hot. I've done 3 shows. I've been running around on a stage. I'm out here under lights, and look at it. It's really quite an amazing company. If you haven't visited Kat Cosmetics yet, it's catcosmetics.com. Such a cool company. Great skincare, amazing makeup. Sign up for the sale emails, and we will make sure that you get that, so you know when we're having these unbelievable deals. And so that's going to start on Monday, and I'm really excited. So if you're thinking about getting something, wait till Monday, all of you, because it'll be much less. And that's that. I am so excited. Now let's give away. Oh, by the way,
Super
make
wheel.
sure, you write catandtoddlive@gmail.com and say whether you want the gift certificate to my company, catcosmetics.com, or do you want the Carrie Fisher collectible envelope, which is really a great thing. Now, we're going to the super wheel. These are all the people that you can see down here, that people that donated here. They will be on
Last
next
week,
week's.
right?
Yeah, they'll be on next week's Super Wheel. What you see here is the Super Wheel. And by the way, thank you everybody for your donations. They do really help us to, pay for the production cost of the show, which can get up there, and also our legacy products. People who donated last week, you are on this wheel, okay? So we are going to pick one winner, and it's usually a pretty great prize. So this is such a cool thing. So let's go ahead and spin that wheel, Kyle, and see who the winner is. Let's do it. Poor guy. He's like, I'm trying to spin the wheel.
Well, it's part.
We're just in a skip. We're in skip mode because there's.
There's
like 50,000 people outside
we're split.
Eileen Fetterman, congratulations! You are the winner of the Super Wheel. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you everybody that donated last week. And I'm going to go to Seth right now so he can tell you what you won, Eileen. There you go.
Alrighty, so Eileen, I don't know if Eileen's a collector, so if not, we can always find a substitute prize for you. But these are actually really cool. These are from the collection, and they are the Star Wars matted envelopes with the stamp down here. But then they're also in this cool frame with various characters from the whole Star Wars.
Pre-matted, very nicely
matted. So you can just take that and get it framed if you feel to.
Pre-matted.
But
and
Eileen,
you can
if
them
you
frame.
don't collect, then you let us know and we'll figure something out. But that's a really great prize. They're very highly collectible.
And they are going to be available. We're going to put some up on the Debbie Reynolds, on the Debbie Reynolds Studio Store.com. And I believe we are also going to be having a sale on there. We're slowly but surely, but we have a lot of products, really cool things lined up to release of memorabilia.
When are we doing another claim sale?
Well, in lieu of a claim sale for this weekend, that's what we're doing, a sale on the Studio Store. But I think we're going to have another claim sale next week.
Because we want to do it live with Todd because it was so much fun. He knows so much about everything. It just makes it so much more interesting. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you.
One more plug.
Okay.
For our Patreon channel, we just want to let everybody know that don't forget, if you want to see more clips like you saw on the show tonight, we are posting those and much more on our Patreon channel, which you can find in the bio, a link in the bio of the Cat and Todd Live YouTube page. And it's really cool. It's all of our archives that are slowly but surely getting digitized. And we just actually had a huge haul of, oh my gosh, there are like crates and crates of tapes that have never been seen of archives that we just got back here from California. So things are being added all the time. So go subscribe there.
Sweet, thank you. And also, just again, if you're anywhere in this West Virginia area and you can get to Lewisberg, we'd sure love to meet you, see you. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight, because we know it's a Saturday night. You could be doing anything, but you're spending it with us, and we appreciate that so much. Okay, so the crawl that you see tonight at the end of the show, it's the donators from last week, and you can stick around and watch the credits. We'd appreciate it. If you love our channel, please hit like and subscribe. It sure means a lot to us, and we love being able to notify you to let you know when we are live, which is usually every Saturday night at 8 o'clock.
You want to say something about Mr. Ryan sitting over here?
I do. First of all, I want to just say something. Ryan is my ride or die. We have been friends for 20 years. Hit cam.
He doesn't want to.
Hit the Ryan cam.
There he is.
Let me get out of the way. There's Ryan. He's sitting at the control board. He's the captain of the Cat and Todd Ship Enterprise right now. And I just really love being on the road with Ryan. I love hanging with Ryan. I love when Ryan comes to see us. Ryan and I, for 20 years, have been making dreams come true for people, and I'm very proud of that. It hasn't always been appreciated, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because
who doesn't appreciate it?
We've had some really bad people who have no appreciation. Yeah. So you know what I mean? But it's not about whether you get appreciated for the things you do for people, especially when they're really big things. And it's about the fact that you step up to do it. I'm sure everybody here has been disappointed by somebody or felt like they didn't get, it's not that you do things for I don't know. It's just gratitude is everything. It's all you need to give is gratitude, and it costs nothing. And it makes the person doing feel so good.
And you're getting your Friday show right now.
That's right. I haven't done a Friday show in so long, and I miss it. I miss talking about life stuff. So gratitude is everything. Make sure you live in it. When you wake up tomorrow morning, just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, until you can't say it anymore. Watch what it does for your day. Don't reach for the phone. Reach for the gratitude. We love you guys. Thank you so much. I want to see Linda and her sister before they leave to drive back to Pittsburgh tonight. So as soon as we sign off, I'm going to go find them outside. They went to get more cinnamon buns to take back home. Yeah, that's going to be, Look at that line. That is a 4-hour line in the cinnamon
still
buns.
going on.
It's still going on. If you cut to that camera.
It's longer now than ever.
I
There's
think they're great, but I wouldn't wait in line for anything that long. Just maybe you I would wait for. I don't know. But I love you guys. We do. Ryan, say good night and
Good
goodbye.
night.
Yes. Thank you for being my ride or die. Thank you, Ryan. Yep, we've had some great adventures and continue to, and we'll have great adventures till they plant us, I'm sure. Right? Okay. Everybody, have a great, peaceful, beautiful night. We will see you next Saturday. And if you're in West Virginia or anywhere around Lewisberg, please come see us and come see the sea lions. I wish we'd been able to play that clip of the sea lions,
Next
but
week.
I forgot to.
Next week.
To give it to you. So
Next week.
Yep, next week we have to put a show together for next week. Bye, everybody.
And
Thank
scene.
you. Scene.